Oh, hey, J. Cole here, and this week we're talking mindfuck thrillers. Those thrillers that have you guessing and thinking for days to come. Those thrillers that go deep, real deep. I'm talking raw deep. Those ones that give birth to illegitimate thoughts and bastard childs of ideas. So follow along as I introduce you to my top 5. Yo, so we're talking the mind thrillers. Now, thriller genre is very hard. Much like the horror genre, it's crazy hard to not jump into the cliche motion. You know, when the dad did it and you knew it. Like, yeah, the dad did it. We're talking the Samaritan. Not to be confused with the Good Samaritan, but the Samaritan. Played by none other than that motherfucker, Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. Now, this movie is about a grifter who was in jail for more than 20 years. And Foley, played by Samuel L. Jackson, comes out only to find his former associate's son, played by Luke Kirby, really wants to learn the game. Now, he's learning the game so he can take money from another former associate of Foley's and relieve him of over $8 million. $8 million! Now, while Foley's trying to run on that straight and narrow, it's very, very hard for him not to be pulled back in. But with the help of this new damsel in his life, he thinks he might can do it. But when things turn crazy with this new damsel, things might not work how he first thought. Now, RT gives us a 40% and IMDb gives it a 5.6 out of 10, but I'm giving it a straight 8. 8 yasses, yas queen. I'm giving that a straight 8 out of 10. I really like this. There's some twists and turns that you are not going to think are going to happen. And some things that may make you want to puke. Now, this is streaming on Netflix and on Prime. Now, what would you do if a photo gave you pictures of the future? And that's the premise of this next movie called Time Lapse, starring Danielle Panabaker and Matt O'Leary. You probably remember Danielle from the Flash series. She's one of my favorites. Time Lapse is a story of 3 friends who happen to find a mysterious machine only across the street at their neighbor's house, their recently deceased neighbor's house. Now, it's all good and fun until they start to use this photo for a personal gain. When things hit the fan, people hit the fan. Now this is getting a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7 out of 10 on IMDb. Now, I'm definitely giving this one an 8 and 8.5. I was thinking about this one for days after. Like, I had to write out a whole timeline just to try to figure out if things were really on point. You know those paradoxes. I'm looking at you, Butterfly Effect. You can catch this one on Netflix and Amazon Prime as well. Now, Adulterers, this is a psychological thriller based off of true events. What would you do if you found your wife having sex on your bed? On your anniversary, no less. Would you kill him? Would you shoot him? Would you hurt him? What would you do? This is the basis of this story. Now, this stars Danielle Savre and Mehcad Brooks and Sam Dupree. Now, this one gets a bit of a low rating on IMDb, 5 out of 10, but it's actually quite a good story. I love the storyline. It's not just another adulterer, not just another my wife movie. Next up, we have Drive. Now, Drive stars Ryan Gosling. Yes, Ryan Gosling. He is no George Clooney. Now, Ryan Gosling stars as a Los Angeles stunt driver by day and a driver for hire by night, committing armed robberies all over the place. Now, the twist comes when he is usually a loner, but falls in love for his neighbor across the street who gets dragged into some dangerous situations. Now, this is definitely getting an 84% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 9 out of 10 on IMDb. Now, this one's streaming on Amazon Prime, Netflix, and Vudu. Finally, we have The Loft, starring none other than Mr. Wentworth Miller and Carl Urban. Now, this is one of my favorites, and it gets only a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, but I'm definitely giving this one a 10 out of 10. Yay! Now, what happens is 5 rich and powerful friends decide to buy a loft so they can have sexual escapades. Now, 5 friends decide to buy a loft so they can fulfill some of their sexual fantasies without their wives knowing. Wait. 5 friends go and buy a loft? That's brilliant. Have sex. What the fuck? Hold on. Hey, Brad. No, get everybody together. I got an idea. Now, the problems start when there's a murder in the loft and nobody knows who done it. With everybody having keys and the alarm not being broken, one of them had to do it. Now, this is streaming on Netflix, Amazon, and Vudu. What do you think of my top 5 right now streaming? Let me know in the comments section. Tell me what you're looking at from thrillers. Do you like what I chose? Like, subscribe, and make sure you're coming in each week on Tuesday. Until next time, this is J. Cole signing out.